I'm here in Honolulu, Hawaii, right downtown. Behind me, in fact, all around me are high-rises, signs of the 20th century. But as you see right behind me, three buildings, three distinct mission houses that were built here in 1831. The missionaries came from Boston, brought the lumber with them from Massachusetts, and came here and built these houses. But what I want to talk to you about Hawaii and about what happened goes back much further. As you start studying, like I did, the story of Christianity in Hawaii, you have to come back far enough to 1808. In 1808, a young man was born. His name Henry Obookiah. Now, Henry was a young man, and at the age of 12, there was fighting going on between different tribes here on the islands. Well, his mother and father were killed. He was fleeing the scene of this disastrous event with this baby brother on his back. His baby brother was killed by a spear thrown at him, and it killed the brother on the back. So here he is at 12 years old. His family's been wiped out. They let him go because he was too old to be a kid and old enough to not matter. So there you are. Fast forward a few years, he's 15 years old, and he looks out over the bay, and what does he see? He sees these ships that are suddenly going by, and he goes, I wonder what that was like. I wonder what those are. Those are magnificent. What does he do? He jumps in the water and he swims out to the ship. He swam all the way out to the ship, climbed on board, made friends with the captain, and sailed to China, New York, until he landed back in the U.S., in Connecticut. Now, what's interesting about Henry Obookiah is this. As he learned the ways of Americans and all that went through that, he learned all the history of America. But most of all, he was given the chance to know who Jesus Christ is and the reality of the gospel. Now he studied hard because he wanted to bring the gospel back to his native island of Hawaii, but it never happened. He died in 1818 at the age of 26. But here's what happened with him. He wrote a book, or he had someone write the book of his life story. It's a small book, 100 pages, and it was written very crudely printed. Someone found this book. They found this book, started separating it. Well, guess what? It ignited a revival. It ignited a whole move of God for all these people that wanted to come back to the islands to help people get saved and understand the gospel. Had it not been for Henry Obookiah and what he did, and the book about his life as a boy, in his own words, he called it was just a boy's notion to go swim out to the ocean and get on that ship. He did that, and he became the one. So as you think of Hawaii and all its gorgeous, and you think about these mission houses behind me, remember this: if it weren't for Henry Obookiah, none of this would be here. In fact, maybe none of this would be here as it is today. Don't forget, only you can be the one.